So when you're in it, sometimes the vision goes a little bit blurred too. That's okay. If the vision's slightly blurred, that's all right. That normally happens. So now you can see the two sides of the walls. You can see the ceiling. You can see the floor. You can, I can see that flip chart, which is slightly behind me. I can actually see that, and I can see a bit of the screen that's also quite a long way behind me too. I can even see my stand here, and that's not straight out of here. So even in my visual, I can see pretty much behind me, and I can be aware of there's some sounds coming from behind me because the music's on. With that awareness, all I've got is complete awareness, as opposed to my fantasy world or my filter systems inside informing me of what this means, because it doesn't mean anything. It's just awareness, total awareness. So just keep practicing that for yourself. Keep practicing expanding and expanding and expanding. You can even take your awareness through the walls and out of the walls into the street. So if this is a little too easy for you, expand your awareness so it goes further and further and further. See how far you can travel with your awareness. See if you can touch the sea with your awareness and go across the sea with your awareness. See if you can go up to Scotland, which is that way, and touch Scotland with your awareness whilst being here and seeing everything here at the same time. Notice if you can hear the sounds of the sea even from here, whilst keeping your awareness on everything here at the same time. Notice you can hear the sounds of cars outside. You can expand your awareness even past those. So you can connect, just see how far you can go with your awareness. If it stops, start up again, just start the process again and expand out. And notice that when you're completely expanded, there's nothing else apart from complete and utter awareness. There isn't anything else. You're present, in other words. You're present. You're not in your filter systems. Yeah. Very good. Now, when you've done that and you've got some comfort with that, then just look back across at me and just, as you're looking across at me, stay in the peripheral. So you can start now to practice being kind of like normal and being in the peripheral, as opposed to like that, because that's how you normally start off. So it's okay to blink, by the way. Breathing's good. Some people stop breathing and so it's okay to blink, it's okay to breathe, it's okay to be normal, and also, as you're doing that, practice being in the peripheral. So you're looking at me, but you're not looking at me, because you're looking in this direction, but you can see everything. You can see the flip charts, you can see the walls, you can see ceiling, floor, you can hear the slight whir of the projector, if you listen really carefully. Hear that? It's just a slight hum. You can definitely hear the music that's behind me, the bibbly bubbly notes that are behind me. Slight, every now and again, slight faint engine noise, but even further than that you can expand. It's infinite how far you can go with your awareness and touch things. Sometimes that's how you know a friend is thinking about you, or you think about a friend and then they call or something, because you have, I'm going to assert, you have connection. Your awareness can expand across the world and touch things. It's possible. You just don't get trained that way very often. All right. So let's just get some feedback, because the other thing you can do is you can actually talk in the peripheral vision too. Not only can you be in the peripheral vision, you can talk at the same time. Sometimes it is slightly difficult because speech is habitual. For the most part, our talking is even habitual. The things that you normally say are on a tape, and you know it's you. You ever sort of listen to yourself and you know that, well, that's something I would say, kind of thing. Because you're also on a tape, same as I am on a tape called Terry. The nice thing about the Hakalau is you can actually you don't have to know what you're going to say next, and it will just come. I mean, I taught this when I was working in schools. There's one kid there who was sent to me because he was apparently being a nuisance in the classes. He had quite a good sense of self-expression. Well, he talked a lot. And he had a really good sense of his own ego, if you like. And one of the first things I taught him was this. I taught him peripheral vision. And he did it, very quickly. And he got into it, and then he went to say something. And he went, And then he burst out laughing and literally fell off his seat laughing. Because it's the first time he'd ever experienced not having something to say, but being actually present at the same time. So sometimes when you're in this state, you can't talk habitually. It kind of doesn't work. The things that you normally would say just don't seem right anymore. You're not coming from a pattern. So anyway, bearing that in mind, what's your experience of this? There's no right or wrong answers, so what's your experience?
Instinctive and composed, not sort of thinking about anything, but just being instinctive in what you say and do.
Yeah, very good. I mean, I run the trainings in this way. So what I do is I go into this state, tune into you guys, and then just whatever comes out is going to come. But it usually comes from the group because I say something different every single time. So I haven't got this script that I run off to you. I actually tune into you and then start to talk. I've got some brief, some notes roughly where I'm going to be going. But most of it, I'd say, would come from you. I come from you. I don't script it. Yeah. What else for you? Anybody have any problems getting into the state? Anybody don't think you've been able to get into this state? Anybody not able to talk? You can just put your hand up. So this is the process of how to be in the present tense. It's the process of how to be in the present tense, how to be present. For instance, I use this when I'm driving. I mean, I have used it a lot, so I don't get the blurred. It doesn't go blurred. It doesn't go weird for me anymore. It's more normal than normal. But it means that when I am in that state, I know everything's going to happen. Everything. I know if there's danger. I know if to slow down, to speed up. All those sorts of things. Because you've got knowledge beyond your eyes, and you've got knowledge beyond your ears, and beyond your normal senses. You know. It's your seat of knowledge. It's your security, your real security. In the modern Western world, our security is our bank balances, isn't it? Your pension schemes. That's how we got brought up, wasn't it? You didn't get brought up that your security is your knowledge of the future, your knowledge of what will happen. And luckily, I didn't get involved with pension schemes. Because that's what my mum and dad were telling me. Oh, make sure you got enough in your pension plan, That would have been great, wouldn't it? I'd have nothing left. So your ability to use this, that's good. What you're doing is good. Your ability to use this is your ability to know what's going to happen. Your security, your real knowledge, true knowledge.